All right, so now we're going to go into the match previews for Matchweek 31. So, Shum, I'll start with you then. We've got a somewhat big game against Manchester City. Give me your thoughts on that game, man.
Yeah, it's going to be a battering. We're actually going to get annihilated. I mean,
No, but do you know what? No, do you know what though? Like, I was thinking about this before. I think this will be one of the most highest scoring games I think we've seen in a while. I think it'll be like Man City, just an example. I think it'll be like 5-2, 5-3, or even like a 6-4. Like, I just see something really crazy happening.
I hope so. I mean, I take anything right now, but I don't think we'll take a 3 points. Like, I can't see that happening at all. I can't even see us taking a draw. Like last time out, we played them near the beginning of the season. It was a 1-1 draw, and they weren't like how they are now. Now they're like, probably one of the best sides in Europe.
But if you look at Dortmund and stuff, like the way they sort of pressed and attacked City, I think Leeds would kind of benefit in that. I think with the players that you've got, so it'll be an interesting one to have a look at, to be honest. Because I don't know how you feel about that and stuff, but
I don't know. It's a tricky one because I think it depends on how we look at the game from the previous games. Like obviously we've been in decent form, but the sort of teams we've been up against are like Fulham and Sheffield United. So they're obviously bottom tier teams. Like it depends how we approach the game and whether our mindset is switched. Are we ready for this? Like has it like occurred to the players that we're now going to be playing like top of the league Man City and Man City, they've been in just top form. Like you said, like how they played against Leicester, smashed them. They played against whoever they played against, they won. They beat Dortmund. I mean, you really think that we're going to beat them? I mean, I can't see it happening. But
the thing is, like, I don't see you guys beating them, but I think it'll be harder than people actually look at it in a sense because of the way, say, Dortmund played. Like, I just think it could be a banana slip for Man City if they're not careful in a sense. Because I think Leeds are one of those teams where you can almost guarantee goals, basically. So it's just one of them.
We could get a few goals.
It's got a weird feeling about it. And you know what? You guys know about my weird feelings, innit?
Yeah, they never turn out right. That's why I don't want to, But, no, I mean, I think, we might get a goal or two, but I can't see, like, you've got to see Man City's backline and look at our backline. I mean, it's a big difference, let's put it that way. I think they'll have the ball so much. I mean, well, possession-wise, we're all right, but I don't know. It's hard to judge Man City. I think they'll have the master.
Haven't you got the master Bielsa though?
We do, and obviously he's kind of influenced Pep in a sort of way. But I mean, no, like Man City, the players they've got is just a touch of class. De Bruyne, I mean, whoever they put, even if they put their B team, they'll probably do all right. I mean, but. I don't know. I can't see us winning. Can't see us drawing. I think it'd be a big loss. I think it'll be a couple of goals. We probably will get 1 or 2. I mean, we did against Man United and they smashed us. We did against Liverpool. 4-3 at the beginning of the season. It was a very tight game until that last.
It would be similar to that. It would be like
I mean, if it is, I'll be happy. It's just fun to watch as a fan.
Oh yeah.
And it's something to rave about. Even though you've lost, you take it with pride that you still scored a few. So let's see what happens. But I mean, chances wise, we'll fly with chances. But it's just about will we be able to get past the defense? Will we get past the keeper? And I think on the counter they'll probably get us quite hard. But I mean, it's just the next couple of games. Like they just on paper they look stressful, man. We've got Man City, and there's no break. Like I get it if we had Man City and then West Brom, and fair enough, then we're talking. But we've got the hard games and we've got the easy games. So. We've got Man City, then we've got Liverpool, who they've been on and off, but they're Liverpool in it, so you can never rule them out. After that, we've got Man United again, the top side right now. Tottenham, Burnley. I mean, all these tough sides. They're not easy sides to come up against. So I think it's just about how the players approach the next couple of games. Like what are we looking to do? Are we looking to sit back and defend? Are we looking to, just counter attack and score goals? But I think our defense has just been shoddy this season. Like, how many goals have we conceded? Like, it's been a lot. I think we're probably, is it the most? I don't know if we're the most. I can't remember. I think we're probably up there.
Sheffield or someone, I don't know.
We're definitely in the top 3 in terms of conceding goals. And now we're coming up against, the big hitters, the big 6, as you like to say. We're gonna get a lot. We're gonna concede a lot of goals.
What's your score prediction, bro?
Man City, I think, I don't know, man. I'll say like 4-2. something like that.
I'll ask you guys as well because I'm curious. I don't know. I'm just curious to hear your score predictions for this game. Whoever, Kunal, what's your score prediction for this game?
I think
I
that
think it's just gonna be a mad one. That's why.
I think that Leeds can pull a rabbit out of the hat and give them a draw because Pep said
I wouldn't be
that
surprised.
it will be a rotated squad, and the way Leeds play, they attack teams no matter who they come up against. So they might get a goal or two. So for this game, I'll go a 1-1.
1-1. Is that it?
Yeah.
I mean, we've done it before, so I won't rule it out. But again, it's that, like you're saying about that, you just highlighted again. There's that rotation thing. They rotate players. We don't. We've got the same players week in, week out playing, and it's like, obviously, again, like apart from Calvin Phillips and Stuart Dallas and Alioski, and obviously Tyler Roberts with the Wales incident and he got sent home. I mean, apart from them 3-4 players, the rest of our team have no international break. So I don't know. I think an international break in a funny sort of way is kind of good for players, like in terms of that you're switched on. You've been and you play for your country and you're back. But our players just been idle for a week. So it's
what
like,
about you boys? Abin Nandu. What do you think the score's gonna be? I'm curious to like.
We saw the last game, the City Leeds one. It was actually pretty close. But I think like every time we expect like a big scoring game of two attacking teams, it never ends up being a big scoring game. I think there's always a style clash. So both of them are will be worried about the attackers. So then they end up playing conservatively. And I think Leeds, the way they play, like Kunal said, I have a feeling it'll also be a 1-1, just because they're not like other teams in the bottom half where that they sit back and invite the pressure that City kind of benefit from, because City want you to sit back because they know you'll break them down. But if you put like Liverpool every once in a while, when we put pressure on them, they do crack sometimes. So I think Leeds can do that.
Yeah. What are you, Nandu?
I think it's more of a fresh leg versus a team that will just attack you no matter what. So I don't know. I think City will edge Leeds, but I think it'll be a high goal scoring game. I think it will either be 2-1 or 3-2 to City in the end, or either way around. I wouldn't be surprised if Leeds managed to pull it against City.
No, I'm going to be out there, boys. I'm going to say 5-3 to City. I think this is going to be a mad one, to be honest. But watch how it turns out. They'll know anyway. We'll move on.
Yeah.
But we'll move on then to Abhinav then. So you guys, unfortunate for you, you guys play at Anfield against Aston Villa. Still haven't won at home yet. Are you nervous? I'm pretty sure you're nervous, but give me your overall thoughts on the upcoming game against Aston Villa.
No, I don't feel anything. Every game just passes by, I just watch 90 minutes, and once it's done, I just don't think about football, and then until the next 90 minutes, basically, or until the next podcast. But I think a lot of it will depend on, it's Villa, right? So a lot of it will depend on whether Grealish starts. I think without Grealish, Villa are a completely different team. Watkins barely gets any chances, even though he did last week, but before that, he was getting no reception. Ghazi is quite, when he plays, he's quite selfish. So that's why, so they don't create as many chances as they usually do with Grealish. And the balance is a lot better with Grealish because they can then play Barkley in his preferred position. So I think,
Barkley. Forgot about him.
He's a good player, but yeah, he was really good.
Good player.
I mean, he's all right at Villa. We have to be wary though. Like last time we played Villa wasn't so great, and we played the same midfield. The same midfield we played against Real Madrid was the same when we played against Villa, and Jota was also playing that game as well. So I think we need to stick to our guns, basically. Play the usual midfield: Fabinho, Thiago, Wijnaldum, maybe Mane, Salah, Firmino, and just try and get a result, because we were doing that with the Wolves in the Wolves game. We were getting results. It wasn't convincing, but we were getting some momentum. So I think it'll be a close game. I think maybe we're just a 1-0. That's it.
1-0, okay. Yeah. Fair enough, man. And, sorry?
To us.
Oh, to you. Okay, yeah.
Because you never know with Liverpool,
I think just very quickly, I actually think this will be a draw. I don't know. I've got a feeling Grealish is going to come back from nowhere and just pull a madness. But I think you guys will need to respond, obviously, with your game against Real. But I hope it's a draw. I hope you guys lose. Simple as. But I'll go on next then. So, Yeah, but we've got Crystal Palace away, and like I touched upon in the reviews and stuff, that our league form is slightly worrying at this point because we haven't won a Premier League game since I think Everton at home, which was a while back, to be fair. So we just got to take the momentum we have from the Champions League, try and forget about the West Brom game. That's done now. It's a mad result, just a blip. Well, I hope it's a blip anyway, but I'd like to see some new faces in the team, just because we have that capability of rotating a lot of players. I think Rudiger pulled up against Porto, I think, towards the end, but hopefully that's nothing too serious. But if Zuma does start, I hope he makes up for what he did against West Brom, because he was also shambolic against West Brom. But I'd like to see Hakim Ziyech start, because kind of felt sorry for him because he had to come off against West Brom to be a sacrifice, basically. So I hope he starts. Christian Pulisic has looked really good as well since the international break. Unlucky not to get a goal against Porto as well. Hit the bar just before Chilwell scored. Mr. Torres replicate there. But yeah, Palace away. I don't know. It's Palace are just a weird team, to be honest. Like, they'll pull out a result or they'll just be absolutely awful. It's just one of them. Like, realistically, we just got to have two players on lock, which is Zaha and Eze, and we've got Reece James for that, so it's fine. And our defense is doing really well this season as well, to be fair. So I don't see us conceding many goals, but yeah, just got to carry the momentum through for the rest of the season, because on paper we've got good fixtures up until, say, like end of April, to be fair. So we just got to capitalise on teams well. Because I'm looking at the fixtures as well. West Ham play Leicester, and obviously Tottenham play United. And Liverpool play Villa. So it's actually on paper a very good weekend for us if we pick up 3 points, because you just know other teams are going to drop points, at least 2 or 3 of them. So yeah, I'm gonna go 2-1 Chelsea. I think we'll concede, but I think our attacking play we're becoming more clinical. I'm starting to see it now, even though it's been one game. I think hopefully we can carry that through. But yeah, we'll go on to. Oh, should I go first? Okay, we'll go to Nandu then, because it's a massive game, Spurs v United. What are your thoughts? Mourinho against his old club and stuff. Do you feel confident that it's Mourinho against his old team and stuff, or?
I guess, I don't know. The only thing is that Mourinho knows these players well enough. The only players he wouldn't know much about Maguire, but obviously everyone knows Maguire, Bruno, stat padding, as usual. I mean, the last game we played against them is just a freak game, to be honest. Martial getting sent off, and then six goals just came in to the game. It just wasn't. I wouldn't say it was an amazing performance we had against United. It was just the goals just came to us somehow, and we were just clinical at that point, and our form was just great. But now I'm like, we're playing shit. None of the players are good enough. We're going to concede goals, obviously, but I think at the same time, we should have hope, because obviously United are playing tonight against Granada. Maybe there may be a few fresh legs against us as well, but I don't know. I wouldn't be too optimistic, because our defenders can just go haywire at one point during the game. We'll be all going well, sitting back, maybe take the lead at one point, and then 70 minutes go past.
Is this your prediction for the game? Is this your prediction of how the game's going to go?
I don't know. I'm going off on a tangent right now. This is just a generalization, because I can never tell.
Brainstorming.
Yeah, brainstorming. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to say, because we're at home, I'm going to say 2-1 win to us, but nothing optimistic there.
Fair enough. And Kunal, same question to you, bro.
Game against Tottenham, and the way they're playing right now, I don't think that Tottenham would be able to get anything out of this game, let alone a point.
Wow.
But
he's got his chest out, man. He's got his chest out. Fair enough, man. Fair play.
Like I said earlier, in the reviews, Tottenham always turn up against United, and like Nandu said, Mourinho knows all our players too well, apart from a couple. But Mourinho is a tactician and far better than Oli. And he, if any manager in the league can stop Bruno from doing anything, it's Mourinho, because defensively, he's the best coach. And if Bruno doesn't perform, the whole United attack collapses basically. So we've got nobody apart from Bruno who can create something. But I'm very optimistic because now that we have Paul Pogba back,
Yeah, he's back, isn't he? Yeah.
Mourinho will also have to worry about Pogba. And if Rashford doesn't play tonight and he gets the full 90 minutes rest, we can see that Rashford is also fresh for that game. So I'm pretty optimistic about this game, but I'm not very confident with our defense. Even though Luke Shaw has been performing brilliantly and Aaron Wan-Bissaka has been decent, above average, to be honest. But Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof don't convince me. And Eric Bailly is suffering from COVID now, not injured, but then
he's stuck in. I think he's stuck in a country, but
Yeah,
I think wherever
yeah.
Ivory Coast went, something. Yeah,
Ivory Coast, yeah, he's stuck in Ivory Coast, so he can't come to the UK, and he's not training. And we see this with Bailly every season that something or the other stops him from playing in games. Harry Maguire, for example, made his 100th appearance for United against Brighton, and Eric Bailly has 100 appearances for United, but Eric Bailly. We bought Eric Bailly 2 years prior to we bought Maguire. So
that's a mad stat. That's crazy.
I can understand why Mourinho bought Eric Bailly because he complemented Victor Lindelof very well, but then he's just not been there. And Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof don't work as a pairing. So I can see Tottenham hurting us, getting a goal maybe, but I think that we'll win and we'll win comfortably because United players would turn up only because we were thrashed at home against Tottenham.
I think me and Nabin have
we
a kind of.
basically got-
Sorry, go on. Yeah.
We basically got a one-man defense as well. It's just if I know that Rodon is going to get his run of games now, and he's the only proper defender in the starting lineup. Reguilon, I love him here. He's not a left back though. This guy is so rash. He'll just go running forwards. There's no defense from him. He'll just go lunging into any tackle that he can find, like a little kid. Yeah.
He's too busy eating hams, isn't it? That's why he's too busy eating
Basically,
pigs.
yeah. And then Tanganga, he's not a right back. He's just always so hesitant on the ball when he's on the right back side. And I don't know, he should switch back to the centre back position where he had his good run of games last season. But obviously, Jose's not going to go with that. He's going to
Also, Doherty's going to play then, yeah? Right back.
Anyways, on Tanganga, he should go back to centre back position because he's very strong there. He's got his pace.
He's a good player.
In the last game, I think he was the only vocal defender there. He was telling Sanchez what to do. Malek Sanchez, yeah, this absolute dog shit defender is
He's
being
gonna
told
start,
what
isn't
to
he?
do by. He's getting told what to do by Tanganga. I think that just says a lot about Sanchez, to be honest.
Yeah. What are your score predictions, by the way, both of you? I think. Wait, did Nandu give a score prediction? I can't remember if he did actually.
2-1.
He said 2-1.
Oh, 2-1. Yeah. What's
2-1.
yours, Gunnar?
I'll say 4-1 to United.
4-1.
Yep. I don't know why I think
That's
that
the
the whole
title
team
of
will
this video,
turn up.
boys. That's the title of this video.
I won't be
Yeah,
surprised.
I don't think. I really think that the whole team will turn up.
Wow. I mean, if that
I won't be
happens,
surprised.
like, surely Mourinho gets a sack if that happens, right? I don't know.
He won't.
I mean,
You won't,
like,
trust me.
yeah, it'll be an interesting game, to be fair. But yeah, it's this top four race, man. It's getting so tense at the moment. Just look at the fixtures from this week and next week and stuff. But yeah, I think me and Abin are kind of hoping for a United win in a sense because they're well clear of our teams at the moment. So realistically, we need to stop Tottenham potentially. But
And I just want the season to end. What are you talking about?
fair
He
enough.
doesn't at this stage, bro.
Yeah, fair enough. But Kunal, just another question as well about the Europa League. How far do you guys see? Like, how far do you think you'll progress in the Europa League?
I think we'll win it.
You're okay.
Because we don't have any big team apart from Arsenal left. Yes, we have Roma and Ajax left, but we've come up against better teams already. Like I said, AC Milan, we've beat AC Milan, and considering that we have Granada this tie, we could use these ties as resting our players and going into the semi-finals, we can then basically pick our form up and win it. I think it will be a United Arsenal final, and United will pull through.
Yeah, fair enough. And now that you touched on that, we'll be posting our predictions of the Champions League. We did that last week. We're posting on Instagram soon as well. But yeah, that wraps up the match previews, and I honestly can't wait for this weekend. To be fair, just because Chelsea would have to stress too much on paper. But yeah, we'll see what happens.